So you certainly had a first mover advantage
Mhm.
there, and you had all your background to fall back on within e-commerce. So I'm sure that was hugely beneficial for building out your TikTok shop agency. Generally speaking, though, what else would you say is essential if you want to start a TikTok shop agency and actually be consistent and eventually successful with it?
Yeah, I think the proof is in the pudding, right? You have to be able to provide results, right? And again, I think it is definitely a space that is a lot harder to, because again, as we know with TikTok Shop, there's a big part of it is patience, because again, it's not a demand platform that you launch today and you obviously are scaling to 50 or 100K tomorrow, right? It does take time in terms of you have that 1 to 3 month period where it is a cold start. So again, I think a lot of the kind of emphasis right now is obviously educating the brands that, look, yes, you might have to invest in terms of whether it's on your samples, your affiliate commission, obviously paying an agency if that's the case as well, and you might not necessarily see an ROI from that for maybe 2 3 months, even 6 months in some cases, right? So again, I think as an agency doing it, you have to be willing to have the conversation with the clients and at the same time being transparent with the brands, because I think where I see right now where a lot of agencies probably going wrong is because again, a lot of agencies are just spawning because obviously TikTok Shop is the new golden goose, right? So again, they're trying to just learn on the brand's dime and then that's not necessarily be able to generate results. So again, if I was an agency starting today, I would figure out how to do it. Like I say, maybe work some brands for free or like I say, on a percentage basis. I know that as an agency, you might not necessarily make money to begin with, but at least you're figuring it out and have that, again, that conversation with the brand saying, look, we are new to the space. We are trying to figure out, but again, based on that, we won't charge you for the service to begin with, something along the lines of that, because I feel like what the worst thing we don't want to happen in the space right now is that a lot of agencies try to do it. Again, they work for a brand for 3 months, they don't get results, but the brand's paid the agency, that leaves a sour taste in the brand's mouth, right? So then again, when the next agency wants to work that brand, they're thinking, okay, all agencies are not legit, they can't get results. And again, it kind of makes it to be a bad kind of scenario going forward. So yeah, I think that would be definitely the strategy I would take if I was launching TikTok agencies today.
So you try to get a foot in the door by being cheaper than competitors, or maybe even offering your services for free, and thereby you're slowly building your portfolio and eventually have some success stories to point to when you actually approach clients and want to charge them for your services.
Yeah, exactly that. And again, just being transparent with the brand as well at the same time. Because again, you don't want to make out that you have been doing it for a long time or you know how to get results. You just want to maybe, like say, you might necessarily get the bigger brands to begin with, but again, you are going to just be able to establish yourself doing it. So again, and like I say, definitely not charging, because again, you don't want to charge if it's not going to make sense to the brand, if they're not going to see, not don't necessarily need to be ROI, but need to see anything from it as well. So again, I definitely would do that. And again, as an agency, I would just be learning from people who've been doing it in the space for a long time, whether it is brands who've been doing it or agencies and stuff like that, and then trying to see what works. Because again, the thing is with the platform, it moves so quickly. So again, what worked today is kind of gone tomorrow. So again, you've got to always be kind of keeping up with the latest like trends, the latest kind of strategies and stuff like that. So again, you can kind of have that that first move advantage, obviously, like I say, time and time again.